Welcome to Hot Chips 2024. Closing remarks.
My name is Gabriel Southern. I'm the chair of the IEEE Computer Society's technical community on microprocessors and microcomputers. So it's a bit of an older name. And this organization, what it does, it basically sponsors the conferences. So there's a few different conferences that we sponsor. Okay, great. Including Hot Chips, Hot Interconnects, Cool Chips, and MCSOC. So these slides will be posted afterwards. I'm not going to go into too much more detail here, but just for those who haven't heard of TCMM, a little bit of context. But what I want to present here today is we started some awards that we want to give. We have a TCMM Open Source Hardware Contribution Award and TCMM Honor Award. So the Hardware Contribution, Open Source Hardware Contribution Award, it's, so TCMM is trying to support collaboration between industry and academia and, openness with kind of, you can see the theme of the conferences, like Hot Chips. So we came up with the idea of having an award for someone who's in the community and, is making contributions in that area. And then we also have this TCMM Honor Award. We have lots of volunteers and people who, put a lot of effort into organizing these conferences, supporting them. And so we want to give recognition to those people. So these awards were first presented or first awarded in 2021, which as you probably all recall, was kind of a weird year with a global pandemic. So I'm going to acknowledge the 2021 winners, and then I'm going to present the award for the 2024 winner. So I'll start with the Open Source Hardware Contribution Award. So in 2021, we awarded the TCMM Open Source Hardware Contribution Award to Wilson Snyder for contributions to the Verilator project. Yeah. Yeah, he's not here today, but perhaps he'll be watching on the live stream, and certainly, I think probably many people know about Verilator, and thank you, Wilson, for your contributions. And then the award for today, we were fortunate that Luca Benini is able to be with us. He's a professor at ETH Zurich, I believe, but is also here at Stanford on sabbatical. So Luca, thank you. Thank you so much for your contributions and recognition of outstanding contributions to the open source hardware community and founding and leading the parallel ultra-low power pulp platform, which I imagine many people have heard of. So again, thank you. So the TCMM Honor Award in 2021, this was awarded to Lance Hammond. Round of applause. Lance does an incredible amount of work making this live stream happen. If it wasn't for Lance, who knows what would be happening, but you probably wouldn't be watching me on the internet if there's anyone still watching. So Lance, thanks again for your incredible contributions. And the winner in this year, the TCMM Honor Award is Charles Newhouser, in recognition of outstanding service to Hot Chips over many years. So, yeah. So, Charlie, thank you.
Thank you, Gabriel.
All right, so this concludes what I have to say, and then next up will be our closing remarks from our vice chair.
Okay, so if you made it this far, congratulations. This is the closing remarks. It's the end of the conference. We're almost there. My name is Jan-Willem van der Waerdt. I'm this year's vice chair. So what happens next? Oh, I'm going all the way till the end now. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so First of all of you, if you signed up, which you probably did, you got your credentials, so you can go online, you can watch the video streams, you can download the presentations, and I think for roughly 3 months you have access to the Slack channels. After that, they will disappear. If you have colleagues who want to get access to the content in the coming 3 months, they can still register online and they get their own access code and they can get the content as well. If they don't want to pay, you can wait another 3 months, somewhere around December. Typically, we put all the information on YouTube in the public domain. You can go to our website, you can get a link to the videos on YouTube, and you can download the presentation. So either register online or wait 3 months to get access to the material. And if you go to the website, you will see that also for all the previous years, you can still get access to the material. Let's see. What's next? Yeah, we will follow up with a survey. So if you want to help us improve the conference, please reply. So I expect somewhere in the coming 2 weeks, expect an email, and I would really appreciate your feedback. The other thing that's going to happen is that the program committee is going to look at the, 25 presentations, make a selection, and ask the presenters if they're willing to write a paper or an article for the IEEE Micro. So that's things that are going to happen in the coming months. Hot Chips, for those of you who have been here previous years, it's organized by engineers, it's for engineers, it's a lot of volunteers involved, some committees. None of us make money. This is a labor of love. And this is the session in which we show appreciation to those individuals and to the organizations that make it happen. So first of all, our sponsors, especially Qualcomm, also the IEEE, they donated money. We use that to keep the registration fees relatively low. On top of that, if you're a student from a developing country, you can sign up online for just $5. And we use the money to host the video streams. Everything that is left over goes back to the IEEE, so benefits the engineering community. This is the list of volunteers. I hope I don't miss anyone. I apologize if I do, but I just wanted to show the names. Maybe you run into some of them outside as they're cleaning up. Most of them are students from local universities. Some of them actually flew in to help us out here. Some of us have been around for a long time and are not students anymore. Thank you to those volunteers. Yeah. Then next we have, well, if I can get to it. There we go. The committees. So on the left we have the steering committee. These are people that have been involved in this conference for 30 plus years. I'm looking at Ellen. 30 plus years, right? 35 years. So these are the people that send us off in the right direction. Then on the right side, the program committee that makes the selection for the presentation. And then in the middle, the people who make it happen the last 4 days. I say 4 days, it's 3 days of conference, but a lot of us got up at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning to set all of this up. And it's a little bit tricky when you show names. Everyone is important, but especially in the last 4 days, some people are more important than others. I thought of 4, and 2 names already came up in your presentation just now, Gabriel. But Charlie was at the registration. He puts in a lot of hours, especially the 4 days around the conference. John, who does the catering, make sure we get something to eat. We mentioned Lance. He is behind the screen. You don't see him, but all the video and audio is there because of you. Without him, no presentation. And then last but not least, Samporn, who is organizing all the volunteers who do an awful lot of work. It's not just the committee, it's actually mostly, especially these 4 days. It's these volunteers that make it happen. And of course, thank you to you presenters and attendees. This year we had, well, so these are numbers from yesterday. I guess if we get the numbers from Charlie now, we would be close to the 2,000 attendees. Roughly half online and half here in person. Last but not least, Christina, organizing a conference of this size here at Stanford. It needs a lot of cooperation between these committees and Stanford University. And this year, and I also think previous year, we were fortunate enough to work together with Christina, which helped us through that whole process of, I don't know, some as basic as getting the key to the building, but also make a reservation for this place. So thanks a lot, Christina. We hope we can work with you next year. So that's it for me. This is the end of the conference. And I want to leave you with this. You get a lot of interesting emails when you organize a conference called Hot Chips. And I thought I'd just share one of them. Yeah. So again, thanks for attending. Get home safe, and I'll see you next year. Thank you.